So, y'all, I'm out here in these streets. It's raining harder than a bitch. So if you hear that sound of rain, that's why. I'm leaving. I started out today in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Colonizer, Pennsylvania. That's really all I saw when I was there. Colonizer up there doing his thing. Left Shippensburg, went to Frederick, Maryland, and now I'm on my way back to Charlotte. In between this time, I actually had an opportunity to finish watching the docuseries Rotten, and I think the last episode was on sugar. Listen, some of you may have caught the video I made earlier that focused more on chocolate and the water. I spoke briefly about the sugar one because I wasn't done watching it, and I mostly banged on corporations in that one. And this one, we gonna come for the goddamn government to give people a clear view of what's going on. Now, if you do any amount of research on slavery, not just American slavery, but on slavery abroad, slavery in the Caribbean, then you know that the conditions of sugarcane and sugarcane plantations were oftentimes more vile, despicable, and disgusting than that of even the plantations here in America. You understand that already. You know this based on your research. If you don't know, well, now you know. They had it bad in the Caribbean on these sugar plantations. It was real fucked up. What is happening now, and these same sugar plantations exist in the Dominican Republic. And if you know anything about geography, or even the placement of the Dominican Republic, then you know the Dominican Republic and Haiti share an island. On these plantations, in these slave quarters, because that's what they are, I'll go more into detail about those here in a second. But these plantations, they have black Dominicans and Haitians, black Haitians, over there working these plantations, many for generations. Meaning that I will go work on these sugar plantations. I have a child. My child is raised right there on the plantation, isolated from the rest of society, by the way. And they'll have a child. That child work on the plantation, and so on and so forth. Very similar, if not exactly the same, as slavery. So when motherfuckers try to tell you that slavery don't exist, it's a thing of the past, tell them motherfuckers, no, you got it wrong. You bitch. You can actually add your bitch on top of it, because they're just refusing to do the research. You don't have to educate them. You can cuss the motherfuckers out if you want to, full blown. Cuss they stupid asses the fuck out, especially if it's somebody black. Slavery still happening all over the goddamn world, and the people that are in working in these conditions are black people. Now, with these sugar plantations over in the Dominican Republic, the heads of these plantations are, of course, colonizers. Colonizers in head of these corporations. But what makes these corporations work, what allows these corporations to conduct themselves the way that they do, is the motherfucking governments. These corrupt ass governments. America being one of them. America 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up. I always tell y'all that. And to see the totality of the situation, you must add the incorporated. I'm gonna steal from Lil Wayne right here. The old Lil Wayne. That motherfucker, you say, please say the baby. I'm gonna say, please say the incorporated. Because that's the only way you can see this shit for what it is. America 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up. Incorporated. Some of you are familiar with the sugar that we consume here. We actually consume more sugar than any other nation in the world. America consumes more sugar than any other nation in the world, at least to the obesity that we suffer from here in this country. But the two biggest sugar producers in the world are going to be government ran U.S. sugars or U.S. sugar and American based Domino sugar. Some of you familiar with Domino. You walk into the store, you can see, a little yellow, white packaging, Domino sugar. Ran by a colonizer out of Florida. A lot of the sugar is grown down in Florida. Now this same colonizer has stock in the slave plantations over in the Dominican Republic. What's happening is these areas are disenfranchised, poor areas, impoverished areas, living on these would-be, they got another name for it. I'm gonna call them fucking slave quarters, because that's what they are. Impoverished. People been working out all their lives. And what Haiti did, the deal that Haiti made with the Dominican Republic, was that it would sell its own people as slave labor to the Dominican Republic for the sugar production. Again, I'm going to focus more on the governments this time, because we need to understand this shit. The Haitian government was complacent in this. And even though I forget the guy's name that was in control in Haiti when this deal was made. I want to say it was in the 80s. Even though he got assassinated, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That treaty, that legislation was still in place. So these people are still being funneled over to the Dominican Republic to work on these sugar plantations in these conditions, and nobody gives a fuck. Because where money's concerned, human rights are a non-factor. No one cares. Especially when you have it being melanated people that are the victims of these systems that are in place. Hell, even black folk don't care. Nobody cares. Now, there is a segment on here where an activist over in the Dominican Republic that goes to these sugar plantations to corral the workers to get them their pensions. Because what the government is also doing is you'll have these men and women work on these plantations 40 years. And then by the time it's time for them to retire, them motherfuckers will be like, well, you're not a Haitian citizen. So I can't give you pension. Even though you've been taxing their money towards Social Security and government programming or programs, they will tell these people that you're not a citizen of the Dominican Republic because they Haitians. But they've been there for generations though. So the government don't even got the goddamn decency to give these people their pensions. So on top of working in squalor, being made sick because of the pesticides that they having to spray down on the sugarcane to fight the weeds, on top of that, they're going to tell them, nah, when it comes pension time, the government looks at them and shrugs. And there are organizations that are trying to go through the court systems to get these people the rights that they deserve. But we dealing with big sugar. They call it big sugar. Some of you have heard of big oil, big farm. Well, sugar apparently is another big. And the word big really means these motherfuckers can do whatever they want because they have the lobbying power. When you look at the governments, that of America Incorporated, as well as governments all over the world, is ran by money. A bunch of oligarchies running around out here. And they use the free market, the guise of the free market and capitalism, to honestly just say fuck the workers, Fuck the people who making the money for us. Fuck the conditions in which they're working in. Fuck if they die. Fuck if they get sick. But it's a free market. It's capitalism. And most people will just chalk it up as, oh, that's just how it works. That's normal. No. These motherfuckers make all that money and they lobby governments, lobby politicians. When y'all ask me, Rob, look, man, you don't fuck with politics, you don't fuck with government, what the fuck? This is why. Because you motherfuckers have adopted the concept or the mindset that lobbying is cool. That it's normal. It's not normal to me for a motherfucking corporation to be able to pay governments to shift legislation in their favor. That ain't normal. A government's purpose, and well, supposed purpose, is to be for the people, not for the corporations. So what happens is the government and the corporation don't give a fuck about people. I'm a people, essentially, so therefore I don't give a fuck about them. It's a simple transaction to me. Even though people like to be confused about my anger and why I don't fuck with shit. It's a simple, you don't give a fuck about me. In turn, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm not one of these low self-esteem ass niggas out here who will be abused, have their people be abused all over the world and still be like, well, you know, I kind of fuck with this one and that one. And even when you have black faces in high places, is what I like to call it. Black faces in high places, corrupt, being bought off, paid for. Whatever dignity they may have had, whatever morality they may have had, whatever humanity they may have had, it's for sale now. Either for sale or through intimidation. Most of them gonna take that money. So when these organizations and even activists, I forget the brother's name, but activists such as himself try to go through the legal route, a government's not going to prosecute itself, indict itself. That's not how this shit work. Because the sugar multi-billion-dollar industry pays off politicians, pays off judges, pays off even state legislators. I know a lot of y'all like to say, well, it's the state on the state level. The voting is on the state level. That's the one. No. Lobbying is still real. It's still a real thing. So you have to understand that first before you start opening your fucking mouth in support of some fuckery. Because that's all y'all doing is supporting fuckery. Now these people living in squalor, black people, they don't give a damn. Most people want to chalk up, well, those are Dominicans. You know how y'all niggas get. Childish. Goddamn childish, getting these silly ass conversations about what's black. They black. If you look at this documentary or the docuseries, they black. The Haitians, them black folk. Still in slavery. Still living in impoverished areas. This motherfucker, hold on, y'all. This motherfucker gonna run it. See, I'm trying to get over. See, I hate motherfuckers like that. And I be wishing death on them. I know that might be wrong, but it's like just for that small act of you almost killing me, I hope you die in real life later on today. It's fucked up. But nonetheless, the black people that all over this world disenfranchised during slave labor. These corporations don't give a fuck. But if the governments gave a fuck, they would regulate this shit. They would check this shit. They would lock these motherfuckers up. But the governments don't give a fuck. So when people ask me, damn, Rob, you know, you seem like you mad all the time, man. Like you don't fuck with nothing. This is why. This is why. And nothing makes me want to choke black people more than them asking me why the fuck I'm so goddamn mad. Because unlike you, I don't look at this world and only think about myself. Me and my kids and my family. I look out here at the world and see what our people doing. How they being treated as colonizers make billions off of them, destroying entire ecosystems to make billions. Money rules everything. Racism and capitalism work hand in hand. It's like goddamn double dutch. That's how it is. America knows what's going on in the Dominican Republic. You think they give a fuck? No. And it's the government that y'all surprised I don't support. Y'all don't understand why I, and as well as many others, not enough of us of course, but as well as others, bang on this motherfucking government. America know what's going on and ain't gonna do shit to swoop in and help no goddamn body. Because they making money. Having people work in these conditions don't mean shit to them, especially if they black folk. These is black folk. Listen, if y'all get a chance, just check the shit out. It's on Netflix. It's called Rotten. The one on chocolate, the one on water, and the one I just recently finished on sugar. It's mind blowing that these governments are this complacent for some money. For money. They don't give a fuck about you. You thinking you can go and change the system through voting? No. State level, maybe. Federal level, it don't matter. It's all corrupt. And until we have a uniform mindset about the corruption of the government, it's going to continue to be corrupt. Because y'all going to continue to believe in this shit. The motherfucker that's owned those plantations over in the Dominican Republic, the motherfucker live in Florida. Domino Sugar running right there out of Florida. You can't get them through the justice system because they done paid off the judges and shit too. It's corruption at every level, y'all. Every level, and that's why I bang. Don't ask me why I'm goddamn mad no more. I'm tired of the fucking question. I'm tired of it. Especially when it's black folk. Now, colonizer ask me why I'm mad, I can just cuss them bitches out. Y'all black folk just, it makes me, it bothers me more when y'all do it. Why I ain't out here living my best life and all this shit. We live in a fucked up ass society, a fucked up ass world, where the have-nots keep having not. That ain't stopping. That have not passed down through generations. Imagine what these kids, being born on these in these slave quarters on these plantations. What do they know? They don't know nothing else. These plantations are these slave quarters are hundreds of miles from civilization, from any society. They don't know. They don't get no damn choice. Fuck boy, bitch ass Kanye. Ain't no goddamn choice, and you bitch ass niggas that agree with him. Ain't no choice. They born right there in the slave quarters. Man, listen. This shit makes me mad, man. But I want y'all to understand that these governments are complacent. Whether they face is black or not, governments are complacent in this shit. America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up. Incorporated. Complacent. in this shit. Because it's people that look like me and you. You can call them whatever they want. You can call them Haitian, you can call them Dominican, you can call these people whatever the fuck you want to call them. But it's me and you. It's us. And that's why don't nobody give a fuck. Slavery's still happening. Still happening. Now they cover it up by, for example, like I gave in the last one I did, of giving people $1 a day. Well, that ain't slavery, that ain't free. These motherfuckers, they semantics. Well, they're not working for free. We giving them $0.25 a day. Like, what the fuck you mean free? It's not slavery. And the government like, yeah, you got a point. It ain't slavery. You right, you right. That's why I don't fuck with nothing, y'all. That's why. I'm always mad. And I'm even more mad when I can't figure out why you ain't mad. Why you don't feel me. That makes me more angry. Like, why the fuck do I gotta try to explain why I'm mad to niggas all the time? When this type of shit is going on. Everywhere. These colonizing motherfuckers making billions. And our people suffering everywhere. Haiti suffering. Dominican Republic suffering. And the Haitian government was goddamn sending Haitians over there. Selling them. Black faces don't mean shit. That's all the fuck I wanted to say, y'all. That's all the fuck I wanted to say. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get notifications on when I'm doing videos. Links to follow me on social media in the description box. My new Instagram. Some of y'all are up on it. Some of y'all not up on it. I got a new Instagram page. That link's in the description box. Donations, description box. Order a t-shirt from a brother. Links in the description box. Understand. The reason I have this fuck society mentality is because this society left me with no choice. The reason I say fuck government is because the government left me no choice. The reason I say fuck politicians is because these politicians leave me no choice. The fuck, I can't love them. I refuse to do that. Some of y'all can still do that. But fuck all these motherfuckers. And I'll continue to bang. And for you bitch motherfuckers that want to ask me why I'm mad, I'm going to keep cussing your stupid ass out. And hopefully one day, maybe I have enough fire going on in me that it'll ignite a motherfucking fire in you, because y'all is bullshitting out here. Y'all too okay with this shit. Because you can go to the club every weekend. It's some bullshit, y'all. That's all the fuck I wanted to say. Shout out Team Rob, y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.